What's up everybody, Yogi here. Today I want to go over the 4 units that are getting a boost. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to say that this is something that I specifically asked for them to do in the questionnaire, and it's awesome that this is what they were going for. And it was basically them boosting up older, outdated units that can breathe some life back into them to make them better. Now, honestly, out of all 4 of the characters here, the only one who was really suffering or falling behind was Sakura and Sasuke. The other 3, especially Sage and Naruto, were still pretty good at what they did, but they made them better because they won voting wise, and yeah, they just made them better. So honestly, when it got started and announced, I knew hands down that Sage Naruto was going to be voted in just because of his popularity. But now that we know that this is what they were going for, they were going to boost up stuff, it probably would have been better to go for someone else, because he went from being OP to slightly more OP versus, you know, someone like Sakura and Sasuke going from close to unusable or underwhelming to great or fantastic. You see what I'm saying? Without further ado, let's just get into it. I'm not going to try to make this too long. So for Sage Naruto, what we have is his ultimate goes from 10 times and then 12 times to 11 and 13. Now, the reason they have it separate is because on his ultimate it says 10 times attack to all other elements, but then it's 12 times attack if the enemy is wisdom, so he does more damage to wisdom units in general. And then his abilities are both a 200 attack boost for both his 2nd and 4th ability. They're both currently 100, so that means instead of him having 2198, he'll have 2398 attack, along with increased multipliers on his ultimate. So that's just going to make him a little bit more on the broken side. So I did the calculations here. This amount you see right here, 13,188, this is his current jutsu damage. So if I use him right now, this is how much he's going to be dealing. 14,388 is his updated stats thanks to the 2 attack boosts he'll have. So he's going to be dealing 1,200 extra damage. Again, he's so popular because he is a 28 and under cost unit. So update on his jutsu, doing more, which is nice, and then his ultimate gets even more of a boost. It goes from 28k to 31k on his ultimate, extra, I was about to say 3,000, but not exactly, less than 3,000 boost, but close to that. And then his ultimate goes from, I'm just going to round up here, goes from 33k to 36k. It's actually exactly a 3,000 attack point boost here, because the most important ability to keep in mind here is this. It increases his technique, his ninjutsu and secret technique multiplier times 2. So actually, this is 6 times attack multiplier, and then his ultimate with the new boost is actually going to be 13 times on any regular unit, and then 15 times attack on his ultimate. So it just made him more broken. There really wasn't many other things that could boost. Like look at his feel and buddy skill. It already is really freaking high. It's really good. You can't boost or make these abilities better for like ignores barrier, does damage, or secret technique boost that makes it AoE instead of single target. That stuff is, it is what it is, plain and simple. But the secret technique boost, they could have just made this 3 and been done. That's technically what they did with the ultimate, except they didn't want his jutsu to get stronger to 7 times attack, which, there it is, 7 times attack. They didn't want it to get to 7 times, so that's understandable. So yeah, long story short, he's better now. He never was bad, but he's just better, and Bandai knows how good he is. That's why they couldn't really do too much to boost him up. So next we have Minato. Again, he has these abilities that boost his multiplier, so he actually has 4 times multiplier and 13 times max duped, which mine isn't, but whatever. So his ultimate will be going from 11 times to 12 times, which is cool. Max duped Minato, here's the difference, right? So he'll do 26,390 regularly, and then with this new update he'll be doing 28,420. So that's just a little bit more of a boost. If you want to get literal with it, it's literally just like adding extra 2030 damage to his ultimate. So not a bad thing. Now, the things that are nice is his second ability and third ability, which currently have a 10% chance of resetting, got changed to 15. Honestly, they could have changed it to 20% for both of these and made it even more broken, but I mean, he's already a 3-6 chakra unit, so like max dupes, so they didn't, it's fine. I like these type of skills as long as they're not just 10% and done, so it's a boost, it's nice. Buddy skill gets even more broken from 20% body reduction to 30%, which is insane. Field skill's already busted, so they couldn't do much there. And then his sync skill, you know, syncs with skill units. He has heart reduction 20%. If they made that any higher, you know, it would just be on the crazy side. Only unit who even has something that high, 30%, is Chojuro, I think, for syncing with heart body. 30% body damage reduction. But back to Minato, other thing they increased was his, it says immobilize reduction, but he meant the Jutsu Seal. This was clarified later on by Songlook. By the way, Songlook is where I'm getting all this information from. He, you know, got it all together. So check out his Twitter. I'm waiting for the picture to low-key pop up, but whatever. Check out his Twitter if you want to see the stuff here. Credit to him, pretty much. So yeah, he has 25% less of a chance of getting Jutsu sealed, which, and no one really goes out their way to make that happen, but it's something. So Minato, yeah, overview for Minato, just slightly stronger ultimate, better reset chances, and better buddy skill, really. Sync skill got boosted, but again, not really that big of a deal. Now, Karen Sasuke, the unit who needed it the most, got such a sweet upgrade. I knew he was also going to win for this just because I know how much people love Karen Sasuke in this game. Like, he's such a popular unit. I see people using him all the time, running him, even though there's other units they could, you know, other units they could run. People just love the animation of Karen, me included. So on to Sasuke. He goes from 3.5 times on his Jutsu to 4.5. Right. So doing the math for that, right now he's going to do 7,651 damage off of his Jutsu. But with the new updated, you know, multipliers, he'll be doing 9,837, close to 10k off of his Jutsu, which is really, really nice. That's a really good upgrade. And then his ultimate goes from 9 times attack to 11 times attack. So instead of 19,674, it goes all the way up to 24,046. Almost, no, yeah, over, because I remember checking it, over 4,000 extra attack was added on to his ultimate now, which is awesome. I always remember using his ultimate and being sad that it didn't break 20k, so now it will do that. On top of that, for these new boosts, they upgraded both of his critical skills, which are currently 1.5 to ×2, which means he'll have 3 times chance of hitting a critical, which is pretty awesome. That just means if he crits somebody with his ultimate, for example, he'll be doing 36k, and that's not even counting the calculations after hitting a skill unit. His immobilized rate, his last ability, is currently 10%, making his ultimate 60% chance of immobilizing if he's max duped. But now with that boost, he's going to be 80% chance, which I think is awesome that they did this. Really awesome. Just because immobilizing as time goes on, or just certain impacts, you know, bosses, they do not have the ability to be immobilized, you know. So when you can make use of immobilize, make the percentages high enough that they're useful. You see what I'm saying? Because if it was 50% chance and you have to keep resetting over and over again just to get the immobilize, it's stupid. It's like, if it's already kind of niche, let it be a good type of niche. Other thing they boosted was his field skill, which currently was 15 to 20% skill reduction to 25 to 30% skill reduction, which is an insane, awesome boost. They didn't increase his buddy skill. I don't think they needed to. Like, they could have, but I don't think to this date we have a unit with 2.5 times buddy skill boost rate. Like, Night Guy has this much critical boost, so that's cool. They couldn't really boost his other 2 skills. I mean, he nullifies and destroys barrier. I don't know what else you want from that skill. And 10% slip damage boost, which makes his jutsu 100% chance of slip damage, so no reason to boost that either. So he got an overall fantastic boost. Also his sing skills, he sings with heart to tank body 20%, so they didn't touch that. Again, didn't want to make him too broken. That's what Chodoro has going for him right now. And then syncs with long range for 100 attack is what he currently has, but it goes up to 150, which is a nice boost. Yeah, because with that 150 boost, his ultimate will deal like 25,500-ish damage. And then for the last unit, the best for last, is Sakura. Give me a second, my mouse is kinda busted. So we have Sakura, which is the most insane unit, putting her personally on Blazing Fest level of units. And to top it off, she's also a smack in the face for all those people who got Hagoromo, and I'll show you why. First thing, it says Jutsu heal is 2,400, that's what it currently is, but it goes to 2,500, which is actually incorrect, because once we go up we can see that he made a correction. So all I did, the new Jutsu heal amount on Wiz Sakura will be 3,500, not 2,500. So what that means is she's going to be healing just as much as Hagoromo with his dupe as a wisdom healer. That's 4-8 chakra and goes 28 and under. So she's just blowing him out of the water right now. Yes, she's, the only difference is he's a free-to-play unit, she's a summonable unit, but you guys are going to want to go for her when you get to the other stuff. Her ultimate currently is 9 times attack. It was boosted to 11 times, which is nice. Here's what the damage was before, almost hitting 16k. Almost, but just 15,894. Ultimate goes up to 19,426. So that's over a 3,000 attack boost right there. So that's pretty good right there. So, you're not going to use it too much since she is a healer, but reaching almost 20k is better than this right here. Next thing is her abilities. The first, third, and fifth one, all her healing abilities, which are currently 100, are changed to 300. To me, Bandai went overboard here. I'm not going to complain and say it's a bad thing, but for this type of unit, I would have expected, if they're going to touch on the self-healing, to make it 200, not 300, because what they've just done is made her have a 900 constant self-healing, pretty much answering the prayers of people who have wanted healing for wisdom. And a banner will be coming with all 4 of these units, guaranteed that you pull them on the first multi for free. I'm sorry, it's a free multi for the first summon, right? And it's guaranteed that you pull one of these units, so you would have to pull and hope you get Sakura. There is steps on that banner, and there are several other guaranteed pulls that you can get. So if you have pearls left over, Sakura is worth getting at least a copy of, just because you can use ability stones to build her up even more. Her second and fourth ability go from 5% dodge to 10%, which is nice. It's always nice to have dodge. I never was excited, like, let's get these dodge abilities, it's going to be 10% total. Ooh, I'm not going to try to, avoid anything with that, but 20% way better. Her field skill goes from 80 to 160 attack boost to 125 to 250. That is insane. Free to play Roshi, he is so good because of his field skill that boosts body damage. Well, now her field skill does the exact same amount to any unit, not just body units. To make her even more broken, her buddy skill goes up from 150 to 300 buddy heal. So having her alone is already, like, without any dupes, already gives you 300 self-healing when she's in the back, and she has a healing jutsu. If you get this girl max duped, and you have her in the back row, that means you're getting 1,200 self-healing every freaking turn. That is just insane. And if you had her, if you have her already max duped, currently she can only do 450. So you mean to tell me she's going to go from 450 self-healing to 1,200? Again, this is only if she's in the back row because of buddy skill, but still, front row, she has 900 self-healing, and she has a jutsu that does 3,500 and cures slip damage. Another little nice bonus, not too usable. People used it to remove the slip damage off of Blazing Fest Body Lee, but not really much other stuff to say here. Sonlight did clarify that if you have the units already, they're getting the boosts, which, I figured that anyway, but I guess some people might have been tripping. Like, I don't know. The only thing is, I have not found confirmation that these boosts are permanent, but I am 90% sure it's going to be a permanent boost. You know, they're not just going to have people vote and then boost up all these units that people really wanted boosted and then just remove it like a few weeks or a month later. You see what I'm saying? So we got permanent boosts to these units, and it's really cool that they did that. Really happy that Karen Sasuke specifically got this boost because, you know, he's falling behind. Here's the actual banner. You get free, so it's free, guaranteed 1 poll winner, 25 pearls for the next multi, which is not bad. You can already do 2 steps in for, you know, 25 pearls. 50 pearls is guaranteed, 30 pearls 50-50, and they're both guaranteed. So 4 out of these 6 steps guarantee that you're getting at least one of these units. Now, me personally, I got Naruto's maxed, so I don't want him. I definitely don't want him, but Minato, I'm not gonna go against that. So I hope I got, you know, I can get a Minato. Sasuke's got the crit skills and the mobilize. Even though I was saying how good that mobilize skill is, I'm not trying to go for that because I don't really use him for a mobilize like that. It's just another thing that's nice to have. And I'm not trying to get a critical skill, so if I have to pull somebody, I want either, you know, Minato or Sakura, especially Sakura, because then with her one ability and field skill, I got a 600 heal I can run with this unit. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it for this video. I know I said I didn't want it to go on too long. I tried to go over the units pretty quickly just to, you know, give you guys all the info on it, but yeah, very cool thing. Hopefully Bandai continues to do this with other units. For example, they could do it to all of the older OG units, and it would easily let them, you know, sell the units again, market them to people. Not that people would necessarily go out of their way to summon on them, but they won't be too mad about pulling them. You see what I'm saying? Like, this Naruto, his multiplier is 3.2, 6.7. Yuck. They can easily make this 5 times and 10 times, and then he's not that bad of a unit. Okay, he's not that good, but like I said, not that bad. They can boost all this stuff. They can make it field skill, buddy skill, more attack, this, more attack. These abilities now, people are more aware of how strong they are. If you have, or have seen the new Final Valley Sasuke, because he has 2 times on his combination attack. So you see how much he does off of counters and helping attack. He does a lot of freaking damage. So they upgrade this to 1.5 and then this to 1.5 and change this to a self heal because ain't nobody like this skill. You know what I mean? Little stuff like that. This could go to 10% dodge, 2 times critical rate. I didn't even know he had 1.5. Wow. I guess there's never 1.0 critical skill. So yeah, 2 times critical skill. There's stuff they can do with other units. You guys get the point. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe before you go. Peace.
That's right.